Our mission is to provide nutritional supplementation to malnourished children and pregnant and nursing mothers, and as well as to teach health and cognitive development skills to families in the areas that we're serving. And we've been serving malnourished children since about 2008. And so why is treating malnutrition so important? A child's brain grows more in the first 1,000 days than at any other time. And nutrition lost or gained during that time lays the foundation for a child's potential and growth. The brain that you see on the left side of this slide shows the activity in a child that has a stunted brain development. And on the right is the brain activity of a child that's healthy. And a Harvard Medical School study, among others, found that nutritional deficiencies can exert their most devastating impact during this first 1,000 days. And what does malnourishment mean for children? Quite simply, they aren't getting enough to eat. We saw this personally when we were in Guatemala, where sometimes all the children would have is just a small amount of rice and corn, just a very limited diet with little variety to provide the nutrition for their growing bodies. And without enough nutrients, children become underweight, stunted, etc. We saw firsthand how many children didn't have the energy to play and be active, like we see in children in the United States, for instance. And one malnourishment issue is hidden hunger. Hidden hunger is when children aren't receiving enough nutrients to grow properly, but appear to be okay. We saw this again on our humanitarian trips. For instance, these children right here, we thought that they were maybe about, we were kind of guessing around 9, 5, and 3, and came to find out later that they were all about 2 years older. And the statistics show that malnourished children are less likely to be self-reliant as adults. The brain often doesn't develop as much as it could with proper nutrition. A healthy start is the first step towards this self-reliance. Here's an example in Madagascar. Moranto and Citraka, they're 2 children that are the same age. Moranto on the left has experienced normal growth. Citraka hasn't received proper nutrition, which can lead to these impaired brain development, a weakened immune system, etc. Studies have shown that children who are malnourished are 42% more likely to live in poverty all their lives. In the LDS church population, for instance, it's estimated that there are over 250,000 children who are malnourished in just the 12 countries above. Bountiful is currently serving about 17,000 children around the world. Screenings are often held at LDS church buildings. About half the children being helped are currently members of the church. There are many more families asking for help, though, too. There's 4 main components of Bountiful Children's program. We screen children by weighing and measuring them. We provide nutritional supplementation, and then the local coordinators teach health lessons, and Bountiful tracks the children's progress. Through our local coordinators, which you'll hear from one of them tonight in Ilo, we do screenings where children are weighed and measured every 6 months to check on their status and their progress. We provide supplements free of charge each month to children who are found to be malnourished and to pregnant and nursing mothers in need of nutritional support. Bountiful Children provides nutrient-dense foods such as cereal, eggs, and other supplements depending on the area. The supplements are locally sourced, and this helps to keep the cost low so Bountiful can serve as many children as possible. The coordinators share health lessons with the families based on the needs of those in their community. The BYU Public Health Department has provided the curriculum for many of those lessons that the local coordinators teach. We track the progress of the children in the program. Here's an example of a girl named Annalie. Her height and her weight are improving, and she recovered from acute malnutrition. Many of our volunteers are highly skilled in medical training, public health accounting, teaching skills, among other things. Our volunteers are the lifeline of our organization, though, and we really welcome any help you can give. You don't need a medical background. You just need to be willing and have a caring heart. So feel free to mention in the chat if you'd like to volunteer. You can visit bountifulchildren.org anytime. Our coordinators are often selected by an LDS stake, ward, or branch president in the country where we're working. They help us with screenings, health lessons, and distributing supplements. They're truly wonderful people who often express their love for the children and their thanks for being able to help the children in their community. They're given a small stipend to cover expenses and other necessities needed to do screenings and get supplements to the children. We are currently helping children in 20 different countries and approximately 200 communities around the world. We receive requests from communities regularly that are asking for help. We don't add a new community until we have funding to continue working there for some time. And then, does it work? That is kind of a big question. The results show significant improvement from the program's intervention. Approximately 75% of children experiencing moderate wasting and underweight symptoms improve in the first 6 months. Approximately 90% of severely malnourished children show improvement. There are some recent graduates from the program in the Philippines we thought would be fun to share. So this is Zion, who wants to be a doctor when she grows up. Ammon wants to be a missionary. Louise wants to be an artist. And Saren wants to be an engineer. It brings a smile to our face to see the children growing up well with some nutritional intervention. There are several ways that you can help too. We rely on donations, large and small. Anything's appreciated. $8 a month helps nourish a child. For a month, $100 a month can help nourish 12 children each month. We need volunteers here at home to help plan events like this and keep things running. We can also host a small gathering in your home. You would invite a group of friends and family over. Someone with Bountiful would give us a short presentation, and then they could ask any questions in a small, intimate setting. We term a fireside. This is a wonderful way to help spread the word, gather donations and things like that too. So you can reply in the chat if that's something you're interested in too. Another way to help is to travel to one of the countries we are serving. So humanitarian trips. I'm not sure if any of you have been on these, but really life-changing, I know, for me and my children. But it provides a great opportunity for volunteers to see where we work and gives them a chance to volunteer their time. It also is a chance to see the culture and the sites. And currently we have a trip planned for Ecuador in January and the Philippines in July. And you can also customize a trip to places like Africa, Peru, Cambodia, etc., where we work. And again, if this is something you're interested in, you can share your email in the chat or visit our website. Our trip to Ecuador is January 9th through the 16th, and there's 8 spots left. And then our trip to the Philippines is July 11th through the 18th, and there's 5 spots left. And here's just a couple of QR codes too, if you want to snap a picture of that or anything, or you can always just visit bountifulchildren.org anytime to find out more information, donate, volunteer, subscribe to our newsletter.